Jimmy Uso finally did it. He turned on Roman Reigns. This was something we all expected, something we all saw coming, but somehow it was still shocking when Jimmy Uso just flipped the bloodline on its head. Well, I feel bad for Jimmy Uso now. He just got himself into a lot of trouble. But anyways, welcome back to the channel and let's talk about WWE Night of Champions. The show kicked off with AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. The match was amazing, seeing AJ Styles and Seth Rollins go back and forth, with AJ Styles even hitting a pedigree on Seth Rollins. But in the end, the obvious happened. Not that it's a bad thing, but Seth Rollins did indeed win the match. Honestly, I feel like Rollins winning was the right call, but I wouldn't have minded if AJ would have won either. I guess the question is now, who is going to be Rollins' first opponent? Next match of the night, we got Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch. This match was actually a good match. I mean, yeah, the match wasn't perfect, but overall, the match was pretty good. I mean, Trish Stratus showed everyone that she still got it. When it seemed like Becky Lynch was about to win the match, we see Zoey Starks come to the aid of Trish Stratus to help her win the match. Hopefully Monday we get an explanation on why Zoey Starks decided to get involved and side with Trish Stratus. Because, as you know, WWE has a tendency of doing things without no explanation. Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar? Anybody? No? Okay. Mustafa Ali versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. Mustafa Ali came out to a huge pop from the crowd. Even though the match was highly predictable, a part of me still wanted Mustafa Ali to win the match. Mustafa Ali had his moments. There was some points in the match where you thought he could pull up an upset, but in the end, Gunther beat him to retain the championship. I'm just glad Mustafa Ali didn't get completely squashed during this match. I hope Mustafa Ali gets a push later down the line because the guy's just great. It's crazy to think that Mustafa Ali didn't win a title yet in WWE. I hope WWE changed that in the future. Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. This was a solid match. I mean, the build was absolutely butt cheeks, but the actual match itself, it wasn't bad. Asuka and Bianca was just going back and forth, performing counter after counter. Asuka even tried to use Bianca's hair to her advantage. But later on in the match, Asuka tries to spit mist in the face of Belair, but she misses. I mean, the crowd wasn't really loud for this one, but we did have some times when the crowd was cheering Asuka instead of Bianca Belair. Turn Belair heel. Come on now. Asuka later spit the rest of the mist into her hands, and she rubbed it into the eyes of Bianca Belair to escape from a KOD, to shockingly actually getting the win and becoming a new Raw Women's Champion. This is great because when you think about it, nobody else was really credible to dethrone Bianca Belair. This was WWE's best option. We got Rhea Ripley versus Natalya for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and Natalya got squashed. On her birthday, she got squashed. Riptide, Rhea retains her championship. Then it was time for Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. The story of the match was Cody Rhodes kept fighting no matter what Brock Lesnar threw his way. Cody did get in some offense, even hitting Brock Lesnar with a suicide dive with one arm. I mean, I don't know how that makes sense, but it's wrestling. Brock Lesnar puts Cody Rhodes in a Kimura lock on a broken arm, but Cody refuses to tap. He keeps on fighting. Brock Lesnar later tries to hit an F5 on Cody Rhodes, but Cody reverses it into his finisher. If Cody Rhodes would have won this match, I would have been mad, bro, cause that made no sense. How you beat Brock Lesnar, a man that is barely human, with one arm? That's not adversity, WWE. That's Captain America-ish. But in the end, Brock Lesnar was able to get Cody Rhodes into another Kimura lock and make him pass out for the win. Logically, it is wild to think that they let Cody Rhodes face Brock Lesnar with a broken arm. But it's WWE, it's wrestling, nothing ever makes sense. I know Cody Rhodes need adversity and all, but they're basically making him into the next Super Cena. Then we got our main event, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Tag Championship. Sami Zayn came out to a huge pop from the crowd. Well, obviously because they haven't seen the guy in like 5 years, something like that. The actual match itself was good, but it's the finish that changed everything. Owens tries to put Roman through the announcer table, but the Usos comes out to save the day. Well, kind of, because when the Usos attempted to attack Sami Zayn, they ended up hitting their brother Solo Sikoa. This really pissed off Roman Reigns because he got back in the ring and ordered the Usos to leave. Roman Reigns then started to get physical with Jey Uso, pushing him around. This is where Jimmy Uso had enough and he super kicked Roman Reigns. And Jey Uso was just scared for his life. He told Jimmy Uso, "Why you do that?" And then Jimmy Uso responded with, "I'ma do what you shoulda did a long time ago." And then he super kicks Roman Reigns again. The bloodline just imploded in front of our very eyes. The match is still going on in the ring. KO hits the stunner and Sami hits the haluva kick on Solo Sikoa to retain their tag team championships. The bloodline is crumbling and it's all Roman's fault. This is definitely going to lead to a Roman Reigns versus Jimmy Uso match, most likely at SummerSlam. But the big question is, what does this leave for Solo Sikoa? Will he side with his brother the Usos, or will he stick to the aid of Roman Reigns? This is great storytelling because now you have to tune in to Friday Night SmackDown to see what's going to happen. A day that's supposed to be a celebration for Roman Reigns is going to turn into straight anarchy. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Wrestling R Us.